Have you ever looked at your Neocaridina shrimp, noticed a stripe running down their back and wondered what it really means? I was recently asked this question by Uncle Fester, and I found it pretty intriguing. But then I thought, why stop at Neocaridina? Amano and bamboo shrimp also have the stripe. So what is this mysterious line, and why does it show up in the first place? Let's dive right in. In Neocaridina shrimp, that stripe running down the back is often called a racing stripe. It's a completely normal genetic trait and mostly just cosmetic. The stripe usually shows up as a pale or white line that runs from the head to the tail. For many shrimp, it appears as a lighter shade of the shrimp's main color. So on a red cherry shrimp, for example, it might look like a faded pink or even white line. Not all Neocaridina shrimp will have the stripe, but when it does show up, it usually starts becoming visible around the 2-month mark and becomes more pronounced as the shrimp matures. The stripe can be thin or wide, and often gets more ragged or broken looking with age. It tends to stand out more on females, likely because they have an overall deeper body coloration. Interestingly, if a shrimp has a racing stripe, there's a good chance its offspring might have one too. It's especially common in certain lines like yellow Goldenbacks, where the racing stripe is actually a desired feature. Now, the racing stripe can change over time. After a molt, it might become more noticeable, fade a bit, or even temporarily disappear. Environmental factors can also play a role. Things like sudden changes in water parameters or poor conditions might cause the stripe to appear more strongly. So if you suddenly notice stripes appearing on shrimp that didn't have them before, it might be a good idea to check your water quality just to rule out any stress-related causes. Also, don't confuse the racing stripe with the shrimp's digestive tract, especially in lighter colored shrimp like snowballs or some relief varieties. The digestive tract is usually darker and runs internally, while the racing stripe is a more external marking along the back. Amano shrimp have one of the most consistent and recognizable racing stripe markings. Nearly every healthy Amano shrimp displays a narrow, light-colored stripe, usually white or cream, that runs cleanly along the top of the body, right along the dorsal ridge. This stripe is often accompanied by darker brown or tan side stripes, giving the shrimp a sleek, almost tactical appearance. Unlike the racing stripe in Neocaridina, which varies from shrimp to shrimp and can come and go with molting or environmental stress, the Amano stripe is a fixed feature. So if yours starts to fade or look patchy, it could be a sign that something's off, often linked to stress or diet. That's why I created my own line of premium shrimp food designed to support overall health, vibrant color, successful breeding, and healthy molting for shrimp of all ages. There's Fuse, my go-to staple powdered food. It's rich in protein, algae, and omega-3s, with a blend of high-quality ingredients that give your shrimp a complete and balanced diet. Then there's Buzz, which is 100% natural bee pollen that's nutrient-dense and packed with vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants. I feed Buzz about once a week to boost overall health. And finally there's Snow, also called Snowflakes. It's made from soybean hulls, is rich in fiber and calcium to support exoskeleton development. Snow breaks down incredibly slowly and does not pollute your tank, making it the perfect vacation food if you're going away for a few days. It also supports biofilm growth, giving shrimp something natural to graze on over time. You can get 10% off my shrimp foods by using promo code FOREVER10. Check out my website for additional deals, many of which can be combined with this discount. I'll leave a link for you in the description and pinned comment below. The racing stripe can also tell you a bit about the sex of an Amano shrimp. Females generally have a more solid and continuous stripe, while males may display a more broken or dotted version. And in orange Amanos, a selectively bred variation, it shows up as a vivid orange, making it even more eye-catching. Regardless of color, the stripe is a stable, species-specific trait that reflects both natural camouflage and overall health. Amano markings serve a clear biological purpose. These shrimp are naturally found in the wild, and their body patterns provide effective camouflage in densely planted or rocky environments. Unlike Neocaridina shrimp, where breeding can emphasize or reduce the stripe, Amano shrimp markings don't really change, though new color morphs like the snow Amano, orange Amano, and yellow Amano are starting to pop up more in the hobby. Bamboo shrimp have a very distinctive racing stripe. This stripe tends to be creamy, yellow-brown, or even reddish-brown, and it usually runs straight down the back. On top of that, they often have darker side stripes along their body which help with camouflage. The stripe is more pronounced in juvenile bamboo shrimp and may fade a bit as they age, though it usually doesn't disappear completely. Their overall coloration can vary quite a bit, ranging from reddish-brown to greenish tones, depending on the individual shrimp and even their surroundings. Unlike in Neocaridina shrimp, where the stripe is mostly cosmetic, for bamboo shrimp, it likely serves a purpose in the wild. The racing stripe helps them blend into rocky stream beds, driftwood, and river substrates, offering protection from predators while they filter feed in fast-moving water. So, whether you have Neocaridina, Amano, or bamboo shrimp, that racing stripe is more than just a visual feature. It's a sign of genetics, health, camouflage, and sometimes even stress. If you're noticing changes in that stripe, it's important to consider all aspects of their environment and diet. If you want to ensure your shrimp are getting the best nutrition, I highly recommend checking out my premium shrimp food collection. It's formulated to promote overall health, vibrant color, successful breeding, and healthy molting. Now, another thing you've probably noticed is that your shrimp are always eating, but have you ever wondered why they're constantly picking at things? And what does that mean for their health? Be sure to check out this video next. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more shrimp keeping tips, guides, and advice. I'm Andy, thanks for watching, and I hope I made shrimp keeping a little easier for you. I'll catch you in the next one.